Hello everyone and welcome back to Windrose, and today we are going to be doing some questing and some exploring. So unfortunately, the episode I recorded before, I recorded about 2 hours worth of video only to find out that OBS wasn't capturing the audio, so there was 2 hours to about an hour and a half, 2 hours worth of content that had absolutely zero audio until like the last 5 minutes. So unfortunately, we're gonna miss out on some of that. Thankfully, not too much was done. So we basically updated the Glorious Hunters, and so with that, we came and we talked to the head of the Buccaneers. We showed him the rifle that we recovered, the journal entries that we recovered on the islands, one of the islands that we first traveled on, and he gave us a quest to destroy 3 pirate ships, which I did. And so now I am here to turn this in. And so let's go over here.
The pirates.
And where we are at, this is on my map. We are here with the Buccaneers. And to kind of tell whose area is what, you see these outlines. You know, it says Blackbeard Waters, Buccaneers Waters, Brethren of the Coast Waters. That's going to be where their bases are located at. And so like up here at Tortuga, you've got the Undead Waters. I haven't found any of the other factions, and that's something we're going to try to do today, because one of the things I want to do, and I mentioned this before, is I want to update my armor, because quite honestly, I have crappy pants and a crappy shirt. I've been running with the Privateer set. In order to get the pants and shirt, I have to buy those. And the various factions, only certain people sell them. And so, you know, I don't remember who sells the Privateers, so we're going to go to Tortuga to find out who it is that we got to go find. But yeah, most of like the hat, the gloves, and the boots you can find out in the world. But pants and shirts you kind of have to buy from the people here, like the provisioner. Let me see. Yeah. So here they have the filibuster's jacket, the filibuster set, and the tracker set. So you see jacket and pants, jacket and pants. You can find everything else but the jacket and pants. And in order to get that, you have to be rank 2. In order to raise your rank, you need to use the deckhand insignias, a veteran insignia, old salt insignia, or the new hand insignia. You turn those into the bounty agent. So when you come over here, the bounty agent, you give those insignias to them, and it'll raise your rep. Some of the quests offer letter of favors. You can turn in these letters of favors to also get a boost to your reputation. I don't remember the exact number that they give you, but it does give you a nice little boost. And so this is how you raise your rep. And currently, the max rep, I believe, is like 4 or 5. So let's go over here. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I have anything to sell. So the buyer, right here, the buyer. Each faction has a buyer, and they buy certain items. So like spirits, ammunitions. You can get these from your ship battles. This particular faction buys the animal heads. So if you get a bunch of wolf heads, goat heads, crocodiles, crab shells, dodos, boars, you can come over here and you can sell them. They don't sell for much, but hey, you know, if they sell for 10 and you have 100 of these things, that's 1,000 silver right there. So kind of a nice little deal. But we're going to turn the quest in real fast.
Your powder dry.
Are you here on business, or are you looking for trouble? The pirate ships are at the bottom along with their crews. Sorry about that. I thought I hit the mute button. The parasites got what they deserved. Thank you for the good news, mon ami. Marcel is avenged, and I can finally sleep again. We restored the musket. It is a crime to keep such a fine weapon shut in a chest. Since my brother has no more need of it, take it as your reward. So, as I just mentioned, we just now have letters of favors, and we now have the Buccaneer's friend, which, while standing still, weapon spread is almost eliminated. So I think that's kind of a more accurate rifle. But to show with the
Buccaneers remember
letters of favor, one letter, I currently have 0. If I sell 1, it gives me 10. So this set of 10, do that. puts me at level 2. All I had to do is turn in a quest and bam, level 2. So now if I go over here to the provisioner,
Good leather, strong steel.
I can now purchase level 2 items. Unfortunately, I don't have the silver on me, but one of the things I want to do is my ship not here? Yeah. So let me call my ship. Boom. Let me pull out some silver and gold. All right. So if I come over here, something I do want to look at. So you have the 12 different types of 12 pounders. So like this one, hitting a target with more than 50% of a volley applies raked effect for 25 seconds. All damage dealt to affected targets is increased by 10%. It stacks up to 3 times. So that right there, if you hit them with more than half of your shots, whenever you fire a volley, if it hits more than half of them hit, for 25 seconds, all damage is increased by 10%, stacks to 3, so that would be an increase of 30%. Perfectly ordered, after reloading, hitting an enemy within 4 seconds increases reload speed by 30%, so for 22 seconds. So perfectly ordered gives you reload speed, but you gotta hit an enemy within 4 seconds of reloading. Sometimes that can be kind of difficult when you're spinning around. Devastating adds the effect that causes you to do more damage. And then tempered, after reloading, waiting 6 seconds before firing increases the next volley's damage by 40%. So I honestly would either go with tempered or devastating. I went with tempered before, but I might go with devastating this time just because sometimes having to wait that 6 seconds just isn't my thing. And I'm pretty well at hitting, pretty good at hitting. I'm pretty good at hitting the target, so I'm pretty good about hitting all, at least half the shots. You're firing 3 cannonballs, at least 2 of them got to hit. So I think I may go with that. Perfectly ordered. Now, perfectly ordered is fine, but I that's actually what I went with on my first playthrough, and it's just sometimes when you reload, you're spinning around trying to get that perfect shot or trying to line up the shot, and you go past the 4 seconds. So this only happens every so often. Now, where these do kind of become handy is whenever you get to the higher tier ships where you can have 2 different sets, which is going to be the top tier ship right now, which is the frigate. So I am going to go with the plan for the devastating 12 pounders. I now have that in my inventory. I'm going to learn it, and we're good to go. Also, so some other things that we did. Let me pull up the map. I've been sailing around, and so we sailed over here because I was hoping it might be a camp, and it turned out to be a copper mine, so that was a disappointment in life. I came up here to the shipwreck, and unfortunately, the drowned there, spanked my booty really bad. I mean, I'm talking about, it was bad. I died like 4 times to some stupid drowned, so it's a good thing you didn't see that. Y'all would have if you would have seen it, you would have cried. It was just that bad. So we did do a little bit of exploring, not too much. We did raise our level, so I do have a few points to spend. So like before, endurance, vitality, mastery, and agility. So AP rose a little bit on talents. Let's see, on talents I have 1 point, and let's see, what do I want to go with? I'm gonna go with Marathon Rudder. Just want to add that extra, grants additional 35 stamina. Under the curios, we got ship's wheel chandelier and the wrought iron lamps. So, more decorations. So now I want to go up to Tortuga so we can figure out who sells what I'm looking for, and then see if we can potentially find them. There's also a quest I do have at Tortuga, so I'm gonna sail on over there, and I will come back once we get to good old Tortuga. See ya in a bit. Alrighty, we are here in Tortuga. So let's see. I do have a quest here to talk to someone about the underground network, so let's go knock that out real quick. Open them doors, let me in. We're gonna talk to good old Long Ben. Good to see a new face at the end of the world. Those are some interesting patterns you got there, matey. Let's see. You know how it goes, a little magic, a little luck, a whole lot of dead men, and you wake up painted from head to toe. I'm gonna go with that answer. Well, at least there's no ring on your finger. What happened on Tortuga? Who knows? Either the drowned got tired of being in Davy Jones' locker, or it's Blackbeard botching something up with those ancient relics. Rumor has it he rules the dead now, and he ordered them to crawl out of the sea to attack the city. A great storm hit us that night, flooding the houses on the coast. Survivors cleared out to a nearby island. The ones left here, they've got nothing left to lose. What can I do for you, mate? And so let's see here. Someone has wrecked the smuggler's caches. One of them had a letter for Henry. Down on the seafloor, every other man's either Billy or Henry. Try keeping track. But those caches are precious. Blackbeard's pirates have cut the trade routes. Only smugglers are bringing supplies to Tortuga. Without them, we won't last. I'd appreciate your help. Talk to Marita. She handles the cargo and deliveries. You know a lot for a simple... Yeah, you know a lot for a simple innkeeper. I've been behind this bar for years. You wouldn't believe what you hear from sailors with full bellies. Marita's in the main smuggler camp. You'll recognize her straight away. Alrighty, so that updated our underground network. So let's see here. Another thing to point out is we got Rosalinda Mercer here. She is someone that we can hire. I'll work for you if the pay is good. Well, anybody will work for somebody if the pay is good. Tell me about yourself. So with her, she's an alchemist, and we get Master Bottle Maker, which means she doubles clay bottle production. So for every one, you get 2. And then there's a 30% chance to craft an extra elixir. So when we craft elixirs, there's a 30% chance we get 2 instead of 1. So she's only 5. It costs 500 silver to hire her. So we are going to do that. We're going to hire her because potion making is really helpful, especially making the healing potions and some of the other stuff. So we're going to have her, and she will soon be at our camp. So see you at my camp. Alrighty, we've updated the crew. One more person. All right, let's go over here and see
sea turtles, did you now?
if this
I've got
guy.
the Brethren's finest equipment, just for you, pal.
So the Brethren, they sell shipwright tools and some other things, but they do not have what I want. So let's go snooping around, see who else has something. Who's this guy?
That's the best we.
Alrighty. Merchant contracts, privateer's coat, privateer's pants. Perfect. This is what I want. Unfortunately, I need rank 2 with the people of Tortuga. So, let's see.
Every token counts.
Here we go. I got someone I can turn my tokens into. Let's go ahead and boost ourselves up to rank 2. Let's see here. I'm going to keep those. I'll do these. Got a ton of those. All right.
Let's keep things running.
So, one of the deckhand insignias. I have 0. We sell 1. It boosts us by 4. Ooh-wee. All right, so let's see. Do 19. And that bumps us up to 80. So Let's see, does that work out right? 84, 88, 92, 96. There we go. 100. And we only cost us 25. So 25 deckhand insignias will get you to rank 2. Let's go over here and talk to this provisioner.
Craft keeps us going.
Got marksman, all kinds of good stuff. So I want the privateer coat and the privateer's pants. So the marksman's set, sprinting, jump, and dash consume 30% less stamina, and then increases range damage by 15. Privateers, which I've already got 3 of the 2, increases critical hit chance by 10%, and then increases critical damage by 10% for each nearby enemy up to 30%. Really not something I really want to go with all the time, but hey, it's better than nothing. Jasper Crow, let's see.
Worse gears than yours.
I'll work for pay if the pay is good. Yes, yes, yes. Alrighty. So with Jasper Crow, he is a tailor. 30% chance to recover resources spent on upgrading an item. So every time you upgrade, there is a chance you'll get the materials back. I like that deal. I am going to have him come along. See you at my camp. What does this guy sell?
Need strong gear.
Let's see. Nothing needed here. We've already purchased from these guys. And let's run around. I think there's another one over here. Yes, there is. What are you selling, good sir?
From deep places.
Smugglers of Port Royal. So the Smugglers is where you get the Conquistador set, and then the Pikeman's Cuirass. So with the Conquistador, you get increases damage resistance by 15%. Grants the Bulwark effect. The first few hits you take do not interrupt your actions. Then you got the Pikeman's. Increases your health by 160 when you have a set of 2. And then 4 increases two-handed weapon damage by 15%. So if you have a two-handed weapon, it is definitely worth having. Now, here's where this is the nice thing with the Smugglers. They have the Kill Hold Bracing, Iron Resolve. They have the Hold Bracing, and then the Steadfast. So Standfast grants 5 stacks of Standfast effect over time. Taking damage consumes 1 stack and reduces incoming damage by 25% for 3 seconds. The Iron Resolve is ship help drops. Damage resistance increases, reaching up 25% at 30% health. And then Kill Hold Bracing. Taking damage no longer affects the duration of repair kits. That right there is awesome. And so I want to get that. Obviously, I'm not ranked 2 with them, so let me go over here and talk to the agent.
The right people.
Like we saw before, we just need 25 of these, and unfortunately for me, I have a ton of them. So 25, that gives us 100. Rank 2, and time to spend our... shut up and take my money is all I gotta say. So we want to get the Kill Hold Bracing. We'll buy, and that kind of wipes me out. Let me see here. So you can actually do an exchange. So if I wanted to buy more stuff, I could exchange the Guinea 1 for 50. Yeah, 50 silver for 1 piece of gold. Not really needing to do that right now. Stone and playing space set. I am going to go with this though, because I do want to update my set. So we got the stone and plank space set, the Kill Hold Bracing, a new pair of pants, and a new coat. This trip to Tortuga has been very lucrative indeed. Alrighty. So we've hired 2 new crewmates. We have acquired some new goodies for our ship, acquired new armor for us. So I am going to head back to the base and craft up a few things. So I will see you when I get there. Alrighty, we are back home at our base. Time to do the crafting. So, before we get to crafting, I'm going to come to the alchemy table, because remember, we now have Rosalinda here.
Trying to mix medicinal herbs with juice.
Your bonfire shows the workers you have. So let me go, move out of the way, doctor. We go over here, and we have our alchemy table. Go to worker, and you will see she is there. Hit assign, so that way she has a sign. So now, just to show, clay bottle 2 pieces. So I'm wanting to craft 1, I get 2. So this really helps with our crafting. Alchemical base, let's see. Got one. There's two. And so this shows what she boosts. So she boosts the clay bottles, and she's boosting this. So let's see if I can get an extra cruelty elixir. Well, looky there, first go, bam, got 2 for 1. So definitely worth spending the silver to get the workers. Alrighty, let's see. For our privateer set, I need the shirt, which is going to be coarse fabric and rough hide. So we want one of those. We want the privateer's pants, which again, coarse fabric, raw hide, 5 and 2. And then this was 7 coarse fabric and 2 raw hide. But let's get our pants. Whoops. We'll take those, and then I want to go to upgrade. All of my armor has been upgraded to as high as I can go, so it's all rank 5. So we want to upgrade our pantaloons to rank 5. There we go. Rank 5. And then we want to upgrade our shirt, or the doublet. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't go no higher because we need a station 2. Let's equip this goody stuff. There we go. We now have a full set of level 5 armor, and this looks so much better than this. Look, proper pirate now. A proper, not shipwreck pirate, I should say. So, let's see here. Let's toggle the stat screen, see kind of what we're looking at. Yep, increased critical hit chance. Alrighty, so we got some good stuff going on there. And yeah, I'm kind of rushing through today because there's a lot of stuff I kind of want to cover before we do the main fight with the next fight that will take us to the next area. But lots to do, lots to do. So the next thing we needed to, and I forgot to do this before I upgraded, so I need to assign the workers. So anytime you hire a worker, remember, go to the place, the workshop that they need to be assigned to, select worker, assign. So now, if I had did this before, when we go to upgrade, I would have potentially got some of my materials back. So we've got that going on. We also, before I forget, have the hull bracing keel hold. So we want to craft that. Then we want to upgrade it. What? Oh. Take that, upgrade it. Let's see. We don't have enough nails, so let's go over here. Craft up some nails. That gives us 25. Upgrade. Did I do it again? Yes. Alrighty. Upgrade, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Alrighty, that puts us at level 5. So it does not raising the level. The only thing it does is boost your defense. It doesn't do anything else. But before we go, we've also got our 12-pounders on the cannons. So they cost 10 and 10 copper, 5 planks. We'll craft that. Let's upgrade those. 3, 4. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and... I feel like I'm wearing a dress. Look at me in my flowing dress. Anyways, go over here and manage ship. And we want to take this whole bracing off. What? There. What's going on here? Oh, I forgot my ship was across the ocean, so, you know, let's repair it. 100% manage ship. Now we can take the hull bracing and the 12-pounders, and let's put that in place, and there we go. Proper upgrades. Proper upgrades. Let's go in here and let me dump out any stuff I still have left over. keep forgetting what's in these last ones, so. All right, so let's see. We've got a decent saber. We've now got a decent rifle, but I still want to kind of stay with the blunderbuss because it does match my damage type. Alrighty, now let's see. We've got new quest journals. We need to go talk to Marita at Smuggler's Base. So, where'd my ship go? There it is. Alright. Pull up the map. So, we can see the smugglers are going to be right there. So, I am going to go here to... I think that's the Brotherhood. Yeah. Or the Brethren. That's the Brethren of the Coast, and I'm going to sail over there, so I will see you once we get to where the smugglers are. Alrighty, I ended up finding a shipwrecked isle on the way over here, so we are going to do this real fast to get some hopefully good loots, and then also try and get more experience if... Ow. Man, everybody wants some of me today. Sorry to tell you folks, hammer does not taste good. Not good for your diet. Too much iron. Right. Gather up all the goodies. Do I have any bandages? I do not. So, let's heal up. See what other goodies we have over here. I don't trust these two fiddlers on their own. Gather up all these goodies. The chest, steel nails, rum bottle, yum yum. Ooh, wrought iron chandeliers. That's nice. There's one more chest somewhere. I think I just saw some sparklies. The nice thing about blocking the Tide Fiddler dudes, whenever you block them, do a perfect block, they flip over, so... Ooh, Master Combat Repair Kits, ×2. I will take that. And that gives us 50 experience, so... Let me reset my ship. We will head back towards the smugglers, and I will cut back once we get there. See you soon. Alrighty, as you can see, we have finally made it over here to where the smugglers are, which is great because it also opens up another fast point. And so let's go inside and see what they have to say. Actually, before we go inside, I'm going to call my ship over because we have things that can be sold to the smugglers. We have silver spoons. We have more silver spoons. We have the wooden talismans. We have a clay vase. Bone beads. Silver buttons. Anything else? Oh yeah, the pot with golden horns. Ancient chalice. Which not gonna let us. I've got stuff over here. Let's see the ancient incense. Anything else? All my insignias down here, so up with them. I'm gonna go ahead and take these. Actually, you know what? I'll just take these and let's see here. I'm gonna split this down into 5. Because that gives me the 25 to level up. There we go. Let's see. Anything else that can be sold to them? Alright. Now let's go talk to them. We'll get us some moolah, some money. Go into their little smuggler cave. Alrighty, and here we have
Trust
Marita
is treasure.
Suarez that we want to talk to.
Everything has a price.
Haven't seen you around before. Well, then let's get acquainted. You're looking at the best captain this side of the world. Bueno, I wouldn't bet on that. You've got problems with your ego and with geometry. I'm Marita Suarez. I run the trade on this side of the Atlantic. Some call us smugglers. I prefer resourceful merchants. Need something unique? Goods from the mainland for pennies, or a place to move cargo of questionable origin? We're your people. As you can see, spirits in the camp are worse than ever, far fouler than when Hornigold soured the mood with his sermons praising the code. But at least you could deal with him. With Blackbeard, there's no dealing at all. Got a problem. We'll go with someone's hitting the caches all over the archipelago. Longben's worried the locals won't survive without them, so he sent me to help. Ben's got a good eye for people. If you're coming from him, we'll get along just fine. It's not just the caches. My suppliers are dropping like flies, and one of them, Hale's, gone missing with the shipment. Can you find out what happened? Why can't you go yourself? Someone has to make sure the Chicos don't kill each other while they're sitting around here with nothing to do. Hale's probably lying low in a cache not far from here. Ciudado, watch yourself. Not only are we being hunted, Blackbeard's men are crawling everywhere. Alrighty, so that upgraded the quest. Let's see. Go to the bounty agent so we can get rid of all these. Oh, that's right. I'm already level 2 with the smugglers. I didn't think about that. Anywho, the buyer.
Disappear.
We can sell all of our goodies so we can get some of that gold back we've been spending. Or that silver. Sell. 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 Alrighty, let's see. 415 and 8. So we almost made back the stuff that I spent. Not so much on the silver, but on the gold we have. Alright, Alright, so let's check out our underground network. Find Hale. Well, that's good. Oh, for the Buccaneers, I picked up a quest to give them 50 bags of gunpowder, so we'll need to get some of that too. Let's see here. Where is this quest marker going to be? One of the islands we need to go check out. So I am going to fast travel home. We'll go explore this island, and I will cut back once we get there. So I will see you when we get to the island with the quest on it. Alrighty, we've made it to the island. And got our quest here, but we've also got this jungle cave. Let's go explore and see what's inside the cave. Looks like there's 2 chests we need to open. Alrighty, let's turn on the lantern so we can see. And of course, there'd be a savage. There we go. Alrighty, got a homeward journey and they'll work great. So increases posture points by 1. Looks like we could also get some copper in here, but that's gonna be it. So there's a boar and some loot. Alrighty, well I'm gonna go explore the island some more and I'll cut back when I find the next point of interest. Alrighty, we've found our next area. It's going to be another one of those tents with the message. So let's check out the message in our journal, I think is where it went. Maybe not. Did I pick it up? Yes. Huh. Well, I don't know where it went. I don't know why I didn't show up in my journal, but this is another one of those where you got to find the tree with the red flag, which is right here. Now we just pull out our handy dandy shovel. Let's get to digging. Oh, elixir of cruelty and a gold temple jug. Alrighty. And that gives us more experience. So let's go up here. There's this one chest on this little building up here. Knock that out real fast. Looks like it's overrun with some big old chickens. Come here, chicken. The torn nets are tangled, rusted iron hooks lie strewn. No fisherman abandons gear so recklessly. Remains on the helm. Examined. Near the old hut, someone crafted a cruel device. A poor soul was lashed to the ship's wheel and left to die in agony. Even pirates are shown more mercy. It's unclear how long he hung here. His body was left in plain view like a warning. Got us a fast travel bell. That's nice. Those are always nice to get for free. Ooh, we got the Conquistador helmet, some repair kits, and a decayed diary page, and that gives us all the loot for this this point of interest. So I am going to explore the island a little bit more, offload some stuff on my ship, and then I will cut back once we get to the next point of interest. So we will see you in a bit. Alrighty, so the other point of interest turned out to be a disappointing copper mine. So now we are here for the Underground Network quest. Run up here and see what do we have to explore. That is not what I wanted to do, but hitting the wrong button. Alright, let's see. Oh, we found Hale. He's not looking too healthy right now. Whatever Hale was trading in, Marita won't be seeing it. Someone put 3 bullets in him as if he needed more lead in his life. The killer didn't just ransack the hideout. He left a scrap of paper on the body. You owe me, Henry. Ooh. Ooh. So, the 1,000 Cuts sword. Dealing damage applies bleeding. Stacks up to 5 times. Each stack deals 25 damage per second. This is a really good sword. What do I want to drop? Don't need no wood. That is a really good sword to rapier to have. So, and that is everything for this location. Alright, so we've explored this island. Let's see. Really, the only island we have left is this one right here. But, alrighty. Oh, and these up here, so let's see. Sacrificial lamb. I don't think we can do anything with that just yet, because that's way over here. Yeah, those are way over there, and I think that's going to be the next area. The bitter pill, that's a little ways off, so let's head back to the smugglers. Actually, I'm going to go back to the base, drop stuff off, and then I will see you when we get back to the smugglers. Alrighty, we are back at the smugglers, so let me go in here and turn this quest in and see what we have next for it.
We're dealing. I won't tolerate slackers.
Hale is dead. There was a note lying in the cache. It mentioned a Henry, and it's not the first time. I told that stubborn old bastard to deal with his enemies. That sly fox needs to stop hiding in his den. Listen, amigo, if we don't end this little vendetta, the whole archipelago will have to find other ways to move their goods. Speak with Longbin. He owes us for Hell's death. Alrighty, so now we gotta go back and talk to Longbin. Also, while I was there, I went ahead and when I was back at the base, I went ahead and picked up some gunpowder to knock out the Brotherhood quest. So let me go here, and let's go to where the Buccaneers. I keep saying Brotherhood, I mean Buccaneers. We'll finish that quest too.
Keep your powder dry.
I managed to solve your gunpowder problem. Now the pirates will think twice before attacking the camp openly and buys us time till the smugglers deliver more powder. Do us one more favor. Need to kill pirates. Only good pirate is a dead pirate. Charlie Sharp, the governor's former aide, asked us for tanned hides to help the people of Tortuga who are hit hardest. We would normally charge a good price, but times are hard and friends are worth more than gold, so please deliver these hides to him for free. Alrighty. We got to deliver some hides, and where are we going to go? Where are we going to go deliver those hides at? Oh, right. Is that here? Isn't that where we're at? Maybe not. Let's see. I could be dumb. I am dumb. Alright. Let's go up here.
Be careful out there. The sea's rough these days.
Ooh.
You feed the crew, they'll follow.
So Black Axle. 30% chance to craft an extra potion when it comes to cooking. So we need to 500. Let me see if I have 500 on my ship. I do want to get as many of the workers up front. I waited until like all the way till the end of my playthrough on my other playthrough, and I'm not going to make that same mistake. So I would recommend as soon as you can start buying some of these crafters, some of these workers, get them because they will definitely give you some benefits. And deal. Bam. New member of the crew. Let's go up here.
Yes, well, ain't worse than this.
The fire, flood, someone break an arm, a leg, crack their skull, or faint from hunger again. Hey, I had nothing to do with it. What's the difference? If not you, then likely some other bonehead. You ain't with my lot, are you? That your ship at the dock? Well, I'll be damned. I'm Charlie Sharp. I help the lost souls of the townsfolk since the governor's passing. We set up a temporary shelter for those who lost everything, but trouble breeds here like flies in manure. For example, a ship carrying food ran aground in the storm, and our supplies are running thin. Not all residents are used to hunger as sailors. We know where the ship is, but it's swarming with drowned. My lads can handle it. My lads can't handle it if only someone capable could help. For some, and of course, I should help purely out of the goodness of my heart. Alrighty, gratitude is always measured in gold. Once you retrieve the food, bring it here. My people are not the richest, but we'll find a way to repay you. Then we want to bring the tan hides. Thank you for your help. We'll turn these hides into boots. Pass on my thanks along with this barrel. It might not fill their pockets, but it'll lift their spirits. If only some skilled hand would cook up and deliver to the Buccaneers 20 skewers of roasted boar to go with that rum. Take it from me, nothing lifts the spirits like a full belly. Alrighty, so let's check out our quest journal. So, sacrificial lamb. Nothing we can really do on that one right now. It's got a recommended level of 8, and we are only level 5. Catastrophes Aftermath. Get supplies from the ship. Level 7, not really our thing right now. Underground Network, we're working on that. Buccaneers, when you make 20 skewers of meat, so I'm going to go back to the base, make the meat, and then I will meet you back at the Buccaneers. We'll see you in a little while. Alright, we're back, and we've got our barrel, and we've got our meat skewers. So just in case, so you know, these are, you got to make 20 skewered meat. Let's go over here.
Powder dry.
The hides have been delivered to the refugee camp. Charlie Sharp sent a barrel of rum as a gesture of gratitude. Thank you. We know how to be grateful. Alrighty. So that gave me 5 letters of favor. I know exactly who to use those with.
Show me what you've earned.
Right. Let's see, what else do we have? Our curios. Let's go ahead and let's see. Decoration. Learn those. My notes. Bloodstained message. Put to the journal. Decayed diary page. Terrible things are happening in the bay. A week ago, a ship dropped anchor off the shore. Looked ordinary, but it flew no flag. Strange writing covered its sails, and at sunset, Satan's servants came ashore to call their master. I saw them with my own eyes. They tied 2 captives to crosses and carved devil's signs into their bodies. Curse this wind. If it weren't for it, I'd have gathered my nets and run for Tortuga days ago. Holy Mary, protect me. I'll quit the bottle. I'll go back to Ursula. Only let them not see my hut. We'll add that to the journal, and then... In all my misadventures on these lost islands, I haven't seen a single ship of the Brethren of the Coast, only their wrecks, washed ashore by the sea. Blackbeard's pirates, on the other hand, are everywhere. In the old days, the head of the Brethren, Benjamin Hornigold, would have dealt with Teach easily, but these are hard times for him. His crew love the story about him robbing the Spanish galleon. Back when he was a young pirate, Hornigold had his sloop fly the Spanish flag, posing as a merchant to avoid suspicion. After all, what Spaniard would imagine that some puny sloop would dare attack a galleon? Pure madness. But for Hornigold, it was a matter of honor. The galleon's captain had been ordered by the king himself to rid the pirates of Tortuga. Absorbed in the card game, the Spanish captain paid no heed to the reports of an approaching ship and didn't even post a watch. That was exactly what Hornigold was counting on. When he struck with his men, the Spaniards panicked and offered no resistance. Hornigold walked away with a fine haul and the Spanish captain's entire winnings. For by fate's irony, the man had been lucky at the cards that day. Along with the winnings, Benjamin took his splendid, wide-brimmed hat, remarking that it alone had been worth the boarding. Thus, Hornigold became one of the West Indies' most famous captains and later the leader of the Brethren of the Coast. I found a few useful trinkets in the wreckage. Pity it wasn't the hat. I could have used it, but I'll have to travel light from here on. I'll bury the chest again beneath the tree marked with a strip of red cloth. Perhaps I'll come back for it someday. From the diary of Alexandre Excommunican Traveler. Flip to the journal. We've also got more points, so we got 3. So 1, 2, 3. We have a new talent. I want to get over here where I can increase my health, but I also... let's see. We're going to get more stamina. Right. Got new things to add to our library. Our journal's been updated. We have completed the Buccaneers quest. Alrighty, so now storming, but let's continue on and let's go back to Tortuga and turn in the quest up there and see what they have to say. Alrighty, let's go in here and talk to Long Ben.
Seized. Would you like a drink?
Who's Henry? Marita suspects he's behind the smuggler killings, but that you're to blame for the death of her people, so you owe her one. Haven't heard that name in a long time. Henry. Henry Every. That was me before I traded piracy for running this tavern. Summer crazy and happy you retired. An old tale. 20 years have passed since then when we spotted that Indian ship with an escort. Took our chance and attacked, and by God did it pay off. The holds were bursting with treasure, and the Mughal princess herself was lodged as a guest in the captain's cabin, brown-eyed, lithe as a panther. We split the plunder like the coach says. I took the woman with me. I knew they'd never forgive that, but the heart wants what it wants. I saw it coming. They put a bounty on my head, and Marlowe, my boatswain, chose to My boatswain did betray me to the law for a princely reward. I got away, but slipped the authorities enough to nail Marlowe. A few months later, he was sent to the gallows for piracy. My wife and I settled on Tortuga under new names. We opened a tavern with what coin we had left, and, with the governor, built the smuggling network Marita now runs. I thought Marlowe was long dead. Turns out old shadows cast new sins. He must be out for revenge. Now you're going to ask me for a favor, right? I like a sharp mind. Word is there's a ship like Marlowe's old tub anchored off the island where our caches used to be. That's my only lead. Best to deal with him before Marlowe tears down everything the Governor, Marita, and I built. Alrighty. So now we got to go explore some more. Let's see. Find and sink Marlowe's ship. Where's this going to be at? That is way over there. Alright, well, I am going to sail over there, and I will cut back once we get there, so I will see you in a while. Alrighty, so we are here, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ships that we've got to deal with. And they are all level 5, and they're all angry. So let's... Thankfully, we have our new additions here. So let's head on in and see what kind of damage we can do. Those gunboats are going to be the first things to go. Nice thing by shooting the front cannon, I hit with just one, and I get that bonus. So that one's almost gone. Let's loot. Spinning around, and ooh, we're taking some damage. Healing up. Alright, there's one ship down. Let's go ahead and hit this guy. This guy does a little bit of damage too. Got them with that one. Let's spin to the side. Bam, I missed. That's not good. Let's see. There we go. Didn't get him with half, but this will definitely throw that buff on him. Come on. There we go. That's another one down. Heal up again. And hit from this distance. Got him. Boom.
Ease the sails. More sail.
Bam, yeah. Take that, Blackbeard hauler. I missed those shots. I'm going to go ahead and just take out this gunboat because it annoys me. There we go. Spinning around. Bonnie Sue, time for you to go too. Heal up. So those front cannons are really good for applying that buff because you just got to hit you just got to hit one shot on them. Bam, gotcha. Spinning around. Let's see. Let's see here. Can we get them? Yeah. There we go. Spin around. Let's see. Can we hit it? Just gotta hit one. Gotcha. Oof. Critical on that last one. What's next? Alrighty, that one's down. I'm gonna save that one because I do want to board them. Gunboat, you can go. Gather up some spoils. Got the buff on them on that one.
More sail, more speed.
Bonnie Sue, you're next. Perfect, yes.
Hammer and shot.
All right, we're doing good with our hits, adding up that buff, or that debuff on them actually. Spinning around, ring around the hauler. Come on, come on. Almost. Get in my line of sight. Bam! Gotcha. Circle back around. No, don't hit me. I hit you. Fill up. Just all those. Spin around.
More sail.
Damn, gotcha. Spin this around, come on. Alright, this isn't good. Circle back around and hit him with this other side. Nope, 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 don't do that.
Let that ho. Set more sail. Open fire.
Ha! Perfect. Perfect. Pop our healing, pull up alongside them, and get ready to board.
Reef the canvas.
All right, time to board old Bonnie Sue and show them what we can do. So far, we can't do nothing. But get stuck in the cannons. Well, this is not going to plan at all. This is definitely not going to plan. Oh, that's 2 of 9? Bro, come on, you can do it. Four. 5, 6, and 7, or just 6. Oh, that's just 6. Done. Yeah. Can't touch this.
Ships under your hand, Captain.
Take all their loot. Now we got 2 more to go board. And again, the only reason I am boarding these 2 is because they have the treasure chest above them, which means they will give you more loot if you board them. Time to give these guys the what's for. So far we got 2. That wasn't cool, bro. There's 3. There's 4. That was almost bad. There's 5. Move out of my way, people. There's 7. One more. Heal up before we go over there and do some damage. Bad time to have to scratch my nose. There's 1. Gotta escape. There's 2. There's 5. Heal up. That's 6. And that's 7. And we got some good loot in front of us too. Alright, I'm gonna grab this and then I will meet you back where we turn in our quest. We will jump to that in just a little bit. Alrighty. Alright, we are back here in Tortuga, which is where we need to turn in the quest. Let's see what it says now. Tell Ben that Marlowe is dead.
Watch out, poison.
Marlowe won't be bothering you anymore. Such welcome news calls for a round of drinks. The old mongrel couldn't sit still. Now he can go keep the Sea Devil company. And that is it for that quest. You're knocking the quests out today. Knocking them out. Alrighty, let's see. What do we have left? Go over here and check out the Catastrophe's Aftermath. Okay, that's a level 7. Sacrificial Lamb is level 8. Bitter Pill is level 9. Vengeance Best Served Cold is 4. Right. So, let me see. What level am I? Level 6. So, I think we still need to do some more exploring, but we are definitely moving along, and we've knocked out quite a bit. We've only got this right here. So I'm going to go explore this island real fast. Let's go explore this island, and then I think that'll be it for today.
On sea turtles, did you?
Alrighty, we've made it over here, and so far we have found a copper mine, which that's nothing important. But now we have these ancient ruins. So let's see. Really, chicken? It seems all the angry chickens are coming after me, so eggs. Alrighty, let's see. There should be 2 chests here, along with a ton of dodo eggs. Alrighty, there's 1 chest. Ooh, minor Capricorn ring. The ring radiates brute strength. It's so heavy it could serve as a knuckle. What? There. Good sir, I am trying to do something here. You are interrupting me. Do y'all mind? I am trying to read. So, let's see. This increases crude damage by 6%, which we don't do crude damage with Flash. But, hey, it's nice to have. I'm not going to complain. And here's the next one. Healing potion and healing herbs. Those are good to have. More dodo eggs. Alrighty, I'm going to go run around some more and see what else we can find. And I will cut back when something interesting pops up. Alrighty, we've come upon this shipwreck. And it's the undead infested shipwreck. So let's see if we can get some goodies here. We need to run away and heal. What in the world did... Ow. Alrighty, let's try this again. See if we can do anything. Cleared out them guys. Let's see. Let me call my ship in and see if I can offload some of this stuff. What can I drop? Put that over there. I'm going to kill some more things and then see if I can free up some space after that. There's a lot of stuff over there. Man, these guys are super. There's one. There's two. Now quit standing in your puke. Come on now. It's gross. Alright, there's that guy. And there we go. That got him. Freed up some of my inventory space. What's that? That gives us a key. I actually am going to need to just be here. I think I have a bell. I do. Do I have what I need to build? I need some wood. Alrighty, I need some wood here to build a bell. Let's see. What can I change out for wood? Up that, and then... Six. Should be plenty to build a bell. So that we can fast travel real quick to go empty our pockets. Well, also, if you'll move out of my way, we want to stock back up on our bandages. And here, and let's see. I'm gonna take. Oh, I didn't bring my ship over here. That explains a little bit. Always make sure to bring your ship back to base so you can empty it. Alright, so we want to take out that. And that. That and that. We'll leave that. Alright. We'll deposit these and then I'll head back to where we just were. Need to put alright, time to go continue the funsies over here. pick up some of the stuff that got dropped. Now we can also pick up this. Ooh, silver ingots. That's nice. More silver. And even more silver. Let's see. Anything good up here? See nothing. Oh. Unlock the chest and we get decoration old chest, decoration pirate chest, and decoration wrought iron chest. Ooh. We'll get us some chests to build at our base. What's next? Round over there. Round over here. Take care of that one, and alrighty, got those two done. Go over here and get rid of these guys. Perfect. And that's another key for this chest. Ooh, a sturdy halberd and increases critical hit chance by 10%. That's nice. Getting some decent loots today. Where's the next group? I need to not get hit by flying rocks. Almost bad. Run away. And restore our goodies. Eat us some food, drink us some coconut milk. And go back and these guys are hitting kind of hard. Oh, they're level 5. That explains some things. Ooh, hey, sir. No throwing rocks. No need for all that rock throwing. Alright. What I meant to do was this a second ago, was get rid of that. Ooh. And filibuster gloves. Alright, we got us some more gloves, more armor. Unlocking more armors, more weapons. More silver, and lots of headache over here. Getting those silver ingots for later. Alright. Let's see. We've got 3 of the 5 chests. Where's the next one? Right here. Really. I love how a thrown rock can knock down so much of your health. Ooh, that was almost bad. Almost. Really, really bad. Thank goodness their health does not reset, because that would definitely make this a lot harder, not easier. Alright, bub, it's just you and me now. Alright, now where is the chest that you were protecting? Let's see. Probably under here. Yep. Let's go grab this real quick, though. More silver. Unlock the chest, and we get, ooh, silver and gold. Money to spend. Alright, here's another drowned. Right there takes care of that guy. Ooh, a 2-star and no star. See, looks like we can break down this rickety door. And more silver. I'm doing good on the silver today. Anything else in here we can grab? Looks like no. Alrighty, let's go upstairs. Is there some goodies up here? Goodies? Goodies? No, no goodies. Alrighty. Oh, let's go in here. Any goodies? Goodies? No goodies. Alrighty. Well, we've got one more chest to get somewhere. Where is it? But it's over here. Yep. That guy. There we go. And that should be the final chest. And military wall decor. Alright, some more decorations. That's not too bad. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Got us some more looty loots. So now we just got 2 more. So I'm going to go check out those next 2, and I will cut back once something interesting happens, so we will see you in a little while. Alrighty, we are over here on this side of the map. No need to worry about that little marker down there. Let's just not even worry about that marker. But ancient grave, so there might be something unique here. Let's see what we got. Old grave, examine. An old grave lies before you. As you draw closer, a ringing fills your ears. The bullet wound in your chest, long since healed, suddenly flares with a dull pain. You hear the scrape of a shovel and unfamiliar speech. A shadow from the past rises beside you. Juan de la Cosa, I'll pray that no one disturbs your rest, my friend. I admit I was fond of your ugly mug, but I have no desire to see it again. Moving on without you will be hard, especially if the dead don't stop hounding us. We'll press on with the expedition. If Columbus is right and the local priestess can help against Jones, I'll find her even if I have to dig her out of hell. Your death will not be in vain. Suddenly your vision clears. The ghost is gone, and you hastily write down the words you heard before they fade from memory. All that remains is a scratched inscription. Esteban Vargas, 14XX to 15XX. A loyal friend and master navigator, his eyes were always on the stars and not across the mortal earth. Died of cadaveric poisoning. And that also kicked off... I don't want that. That also kicked off... mystery of the expedition. Learn more about the expedition. I was visited by the ghost of a Spanish sailor. His words were mysterious yet intriguing. I should find the remaining graves to learn more. Alrighty, so let's pull out our shovel and see what we have to find. Old skeleton. The Crusher. This is a hefty mace. Well-aimed blow can send someone into a deep sleep for hours. Hits have a small chance to knock enemies down. The higher your strength, the higher this chance. That's not too bad. I'm not a strength build, but hey, that might be worth it. Pick up some stuff. Alrighty, I am going to continue on the adventure, and we will cut back to the next point of interest, which there should only be the one. And we know it's not a copper mine because I already found that worthless thing. I will see you when we get there. Alright, we are here, and it is going to be a Trial Circle Ruins. Let's see, is this going to make... Yeah, I'm going to have to go down into a pit. And you know what we need for pits? We need a crafting table. Actually, we need wood. We need wood to build a crafting table, and then we can make some rope. Always get these plants when you can, because you're going to need them for alchemy. And over here, build us our little crafter's table. Boop. Can I make horse fabric? I can. 3 bandages. That's better than no bandages. And I completely forgot that I need to make rope, so let me get some more plant fiber. Alright, let's see here. You can make 1 rope and 3 more bandages. Now we're cooking with some gasoline. Come over here, tie the rope, and let's go explore. Ooh. Those spikes do not look foreboding at all. Old skeleton. Looky there, we got us some more. I'm all set up on my healing stuff. What's over here? Oh, okay, so I can't get that. Alright, so. Alright, guys, can we do it? Can we do it? Barely. Fast am I. How dare you hit me? There we go. So far we have 1 of 3 chests open. I mean, the skeleton counts as a chest, I guess, but 1 of 3. Where do we go? Surely there's somewhere we got to go over here. Ah. If one reads, one will see. Gotta knock that out. Heal up. Hopefully this isn't poisoned water. Nope. Alright. We got a tiny necklace of precision, so that gives 5 precision. I don't think I use precision, do I? Nope, I use the agility. But still a good necklace to have. Thing to explore over this way. Now, before we go that way, what goes back this way? That looks like it goes back to the entrance or somewhere, so let's go this way. Oop. Jumping, 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 and more undead. That wasn't very nice of you. I hit you, but you don't hit me. That's how it's supposed to work. Alright. So let's see. What do we have here? Gold mask of the priest. So let's dump out the wood that we don't need anymore. And that completes this one. Alright. So that should... Ooh. Yep. Perfect. Alright, so now we have explored the entire island. I gotta go down here and I have to have a very brief discussion with a savage boar. So I'm gonna go down there, have that discussion, and get my stuff, and then I will see you back at the base. We'll see you in a little while. Alrighty, we are back here at the base. And I think we've done quite well today. We've definitely checked off a bunch of the exploration that needed to be done. We've knocked out some faction quests, and we are that much closer. I mean, we've got these 2 islands, so that'll probably be in the next episode. I'm thinking we are about ready to go complete the Bitter Pill. We are level 6. I think we might be able to hit level 7 by the time. Let's see how much more do we need? Or so. Okay, we need 400. We might be able to, but we'll see. So we got military wall decor. We have wrought iron chests. Pirate chest and old chest on top of some new notes. Alright, so that updated our library there with the memories of a ghost. So I've emptied out my inventory. We've brought over a bunch of stuff. So I think that is it for today. We've had a pretty good episode. Excuse me. So that'll be it. Oh, excuse me. I had a unexpected yawn hit me. So I think on the next episode, like I was saying, we will go over here and we will hit the Bitter Pill. We'll try to knock out some of these points. See, there's just those, I think. So yeah, we'll hit those points of interest, and maybe that will level us up. We might go up here and check out this Catastrophe's Aftermath just to see if that can get us up to level 7. I would like to be another level higher before I do the Bitter Pill and all that good fun stuff. But you know what? We shall see. So hopefully you liked the episode, and we will see you on the next one. Have a good one. Goodbye.